Now, before moving to the Niels Bohr's model of atom, let us first discuss these basics of an atom, which are atomic mass and atomic number. See, atomic mass of an atom is equal to the sum of mass of protons and neutrons, and this atomic mass is given a symbol A. So we simply say this A is equal to protons plus neutrons, which together are called nucleons. And we know these all are present. Why they are called nucleons? Because both of these particles are present inside the nucleus, since they all are existing inside the nucleus. Why we are not including the electrons in this? Because electrons are having what, almost negligible mass, and that doesn't make any difference or not much difference to the total sum of these particles. That is how it is being not considered usually. So atomic mass is the sum of the protons and the neutrons which are existing in the nucleus of an atom, and always the atomic mass of an atom is the sum of the nucleons, the protons and the neutrons. And we already know the units, mass units, unified mass, and the mass of the proton and the mass of the neutron. Similarly, what is exactly the atomic number? The atomic number which is also represented by symbol Z is always equal to the number of protons in the atom, always equal to the P, because that is the only positively charged particle we have which is present inside the nucleus, and this is the only particle on the basis of which we distinguishes the atoms of the one element from the other. So always atomic number is equal to the number of protons, and remember, and number of protons is equal to number of electrons, so that the atom remains electrically neutral. But these same number of electrons are always distributed around the nucleus in the circular paths, orbits or orbitals. We will learn more about them later on. But what is important is these are present inside the nucleus, these are distributed outside the nucleus in the atom, but their number has to be the same in order to make the atom electrically neutral. And this is the most fundamental property of an atom we have, and which is the one which distinguishes by the atoms of the one element from the other. We have very two similar other terms which are important to be noted here, which are called isotopes and isobars. Isotopes. Now, as the name suggests, iso means the same, tops means the atomic number. So these are the atoms with same atomic number but different atomic mass. The best example is every element has two or more than two different isotopes. That is why we take the average of these masses, and that is why we use this average atomic mass, which we have done in the first chapter of basic concepts. Like hydrogen. Hydrogen has three isotopes. One H1, we call it, always remember, whenever we put a symbol, whatever we write in the subscript is always the atomic number, and whatever we write in the superscript is always atomic mass. We can write them here or after the symbol, we can write here or before the symbol, it doesn't make any difference. Subscript is atomic number, superscript is atomic mass. Now, this is how we say the hydrogens have three isotopes. Normal hydrogen, which is called protium, then we have deuterium, and then we have tritium, which is also called heavy hydrogen. So here in this case we have no neutrons, in this case one neutron, and 1 proton, which makes it 2, and here we have 2 neutrons, 1 proton, which makes the same sum 3. So these are the 3 isotopes we have. We find out their relative abundance, then takes the average, and that mass we use, which is called average atomic mass. Similarly, like we know we have done, we have isotopes of chlorine, Cl35, Cl37, carbon has 2, which are C12 and C14, which is used in your carbon dating. Like similarly, oxygen has what? O16 and O18. So this is how all elements have isotopes, which are the atoms of the same element with the same atomic number. That is why, but different atomic masses. There is one more term which is very similar. It's called isobars. Isobars. Iso means the same, bar means the mass. These are the atoms with different atomic number but same atomic mass. Same atomic mass. These are the atoms of the different elements, but they have same atomic mass. That's the beauty is. See, let us just understand this. We have potassium, which is 90, 40, calcium 20, 40. Their atomic numbers are 90 and 20. But their masses are 40 and 40. The same atomic masses make them what? Isobars. Atoms of different elements with the same atomic mass, isobars.